Mapayapang hapon Pilipinas! Ito po ang inyong balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja, na bumabati sa lahat ng nakikinig sa DZRH at nanonood sa RH TV, lalo na sa mga kasamahan nating alagad ng sining at kultura sa buong bansa. Una sa lahat, nais namin kayong anyayahan sa pagtatapos ng 22nd performance season ng Ballet Manila ngayong darating na Pebrero. Sunod pa rin sa temang Flights of Fantasy, isang gala concert ng mga classical favorites at mga bagong contemporary pieces ang handog namin sa inyo sa Ballet and Ballads featuring Ballet Manila and Asia's romantic balladeer, Christian Bautista. Mapapanood ninyo dito ang world premiere ng pinakabagong obra ng British choreographer na si Martin Lawrence, ang Aria. So, wag po natin kalimutan, Ballet and Ballads featuring Christian Bautista with performances at 6 p.m. on February 10 and 17 and at 3 p.m. on February 11 and 18 sa Arceo Theater. Para sa mga ticket, pumunta lamang sa mga Ticket World outlets o mag-log in sa www.ticketworld.com.ph o tumawag sa 891-9999. At bilang pagdiriwang ng Arts Month ngayong Pebrero, kasama din ang Ballet Manila sa mga lalahok sa Pasinaya, ang Annual Arts and Culture Open House event ng Cultural Center of the Philippines. Sa Saturday, February 3, merong workshop na ibibigay ng yours truly po. It's a ballet class, open house workshop. And on February 4, Sunday, magsasayaw ang Ballet Manila, the Junior Company. Samantala, sa hapong ito, kasama natin ang isang veteran journalist and music lover na gumawa ng isang malawak na pagsasaliksik tungkol sa kasaysayan ng original Filipino music o ang OPM. Na ngayon ay isa ng libro. Huwag kayong aalis, samahan ninyo kami sa kalahating oras ng masayang kwentuhan kasama ang may akda ng himig at titik na si Tina, Arceo, Dumlao. Magbabalik kami matapos ang ilang paalala.
Isinilang noong September 7, 1971, ang manunulat na si Tina Arceo Dumlao ay nagtapos ng kursong Bachelor of Arts in Communications, major in Journalism mula sa UP Diliman noong 1991. Dito rin siya kumukuha ng kanyang masteral degree in Media Studies sa kasalukuyan. Nagsimula siya bilang business reporter para sa pahayagang The Manila Times mula 1991 hanggang 1996, bago lumipat sa Philippine Daily Inquirer kung saan patuloy siyang nagtatrabaho bilang business features editor. Bilang isang mamamahayag, tumanggap siya ng iilang industry awards, kabilang na ang 2005 Best Print Coverage mula sa Catholic Mass Media Awards, ang 2002 Ambassador's Choice Award mula sa Australian New Zealand Chamber of Commerce Journalism Awards, ang 2001 ANZ Cham Choice Award mula pa rin sa naturang organisasyon, ang Beat Reporter of the Year Awards para sa taong 1999, 1998 at 1995 mula sa Economic Journalists Association of the Philippines. Sa kabila ng kanyang tagumpay bilang business reporter at editor, isa ring avid music fan si Tina at ang interes na ito ang nagtulak sa kanyang pag-aralan at bakasin ang kasaysayan ng original Filipino music or OPM. Ang buod ng kanyang pananaliksik ay siyang nilalaman ng kanyang aklat, Himig at Titik, a tribute to OPM songwriters na inilunsad noong October 2017. Mababasa dito ang mga natatanging panayam sa ilan sa pinakamalaki at maimpluwensyang pangalan sa industriya ng musika sa Pilipinas, pati na rin ang pagyabong ng OPM mula dekada 70 hanggang sa kasalukuyan. Isang mainit na pagsalubong ang hatid ng Art2art sa premyadong mamamahayag na si Tina Arceo Dumlao.
Magandang hapon, Tina, and welcome to Art2art.
Good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Yes, and of course, let's open with a blast. Here we go. Himig at Titik. But you were a business reporter? Or a reporter?
Still am. I'm
Okay.
still,
And-
my day job is business features editor of the Inquirer. So, I mean, by trade, I'm an economic journalist, but when I knock off at 6, I do something else, and
And
that's music.
So why choose OPM as
Because
your subject?
simply because I love it. It I mean, I like all kinds of music, but it's really our own, no? That really hits you where you don't want to be hit sometimes. Makes you remember and makes you forget. And I think Filipino music does that the best, especially the ones I grew up with, which is 1970s to 1980s. So anything before that I mean, I don't know as much as those 2 decades.
Pero is this as like a music lover, or did you have any formal training in music before,
no.
or any music experience? It's really just intense interest in music?
Just like anybody, I guess, in my generation, I'm 46, everybody started with piano lessons, right? So I have a rudimentary knowledge of music, but it's really more listening to growing up, to vinyl, cassette, 8-track. So we had that all around me, yeah, diba? So it was just there at the back of my head. You cook to it, you clean the house to it. Everything has a soundtrack. So that's pretty much it, but no formal education in music.
Okay. At ang librong ito, Himig at Titik, ito ay, you mentioned na after 6, that was when you were writing and researching for the book, right? So how long did it take you to research all the content of the book? And
It took
meron
me-
bang mga tumulong sa'yo na
okay.
mailathala ang libro?
It took me about 4 years from the time I thought about doing it to the time it finally became a book. So days off, after work. And I guess the first few people who really helped me contact the songwriters, because I really don't know them, no? Would be Richard Merck and Noel Cabangon, because they're the ones I know. They're my friends, so they helped me convince them to talk to me. And from there, one person said, "Oh, you should talk to this other person. They'll give you the details." And then from there, before you knew it, it's that thick. It wasn't really how I envisioned it at the start. It just kind of expanded from my original concept.
Okay.
But it's pretty good. It's just a long journey, but it's worth it.
So, ilan ang mga songwriters ang naka-feature dito sa libro?
I think about 30.
30?
About 30, yeah.
Ganun sila kadami?
Hindi pa nga kompleto yun.
Nakakagulat,
That's not the complete listing, no? But at least I made it a point to at least get the ones who have multiple hits. Like and also I paid particular attention to those who are not necessarily known, because they did not sing their own songs, no? Like Ernie de la Peña, who wrote many of Rico J's hits. In fact, he was the one who gave me that title, no? Yung Himig at Titik. Because I said, originally I thought it was Musika at Letra. So when I bounced it off him, he said, that's wrong, that's Castilla. So I go, so what's the better title? So that words and music, he said, is Himig at Titik.
Oo nga naman. Pilipino naman talaga. Ang
and
Himig
he's
at
the
Titik.
expert, so it's like, sige, I'll borrow it. So, Mang Ernie and Willie Cruz, of course.
Willie Cruz, yes.
Although he would be a little bit more known than Mang Ernie. So, many of them are not known because they did not sing their own songs. And that was the kind of the impetus for me to do the book, because as a writer, at least in the Inquirer or any journalist, when you write something, your name is there. They may not know your face, which is fine, but at least they know your name. But these people, you know their songs by heart,
Yes.
but you don't even know you owe them something for
Yes.
that song you sing to yourself. So parang I just wanted a little bit of recognition naman for them. So that's what it is. Some of them sang their own songs, like Freddie, of course, Freddie Aguilar. So it's a healthy mix of those who sang their own songs and those who didn't. So yan na yun. 30 plus, I think.
Okay, so let's talk about yung termino mismo na OPM or Original Filipino Music. Kanino o saan nanggaling yung... I mean, I grew up with OPM.
Okay.
And in fact, yung unang-unang ballet na sinayaw ko, classical ballet na pinag-combine ko yung OPM at saka yung classical ballet was during the URETA Awards a long time ago when Sana Maulit Muli by
Okay,
Gary Valenciano
yes.
was
It's there, the story of that
nominated
song.
as for best song, no, in the URETA Festival. And I remember the next day seeing my picture sa front page ng tabloid.
See,
saying
it connects, right?
na si Lisa Macuja, nagsayaw ng, I mean, it was like a big deal, no, na nag-combine ng classical
Because it's
ballet
sad,
and OPM.
because OPM, even today, I don't know if more today than yesterday, but they look at OPM as something second class, which I think is unfair.
Yeah.
So as to the term, it's there, the story on where the term OPM came
Okay,
from, but it's generally credited to Danny Javier of the Apo Hiking Society because at the time, he and Jim Paredes were part of Gem Records, which was an upstart recording company at the time, going against the bigger Vicor Art2art, no? So they said that to differentiate Gem Records from the others, they needed a brand. And OPM was that brand, which Danny provided. In fact, the first album that had the word OPM was a Haji album, because Haji was the first signed artist of Gem. So it was Willie Cruz, was the first, I think he was the first president of Gem, and then the first artist that they signed was Haji. So his first solo hits when he left Circus are with Gem Records. So those are the two Willie Cruz songs, yung Panakip Butas and Tagaraw Tagulan. Those two, which are Willie Cruz adaptations. They're there.
So the term OPM started in 1970s.
In the 1970s, yes.
Okay. Wow. Marami pa po tayong pag-uusapan kasama ang may akda ng Himig at Titik, an ode to Filipino songwriters na si Tina Arceo Dumlao. Dito pa rin sa Art2art, magbabalik po kami pagkatapos ng ilang paalala.
Programang hatid ay sining at kulturang para sa lahat. Magbabalik ang Art2art. Schedule ng mga inaabangang konsyerto, update sa mga magagandang panoorin sa mga tanghalan at teatro. Narito na ang Art2art Calendar.
Narito ang ating arts calendar. Sa sining biswal, inihahandog ng visual artist, jewelry at wearable art designer at experimental sculptor na si Micheline Sihuko ang kanyang kauna-unahang solo exhibition sa pakikipagtulungan ng Gallery Joaquin, pinamagatang Revelation. Ito ay binubuo ng 20 obra, mga surreal landscapes na may halong floral motif na makikita sa pop-up art space sa ground floor lobby of 8 Rockwell hanggang January 31st. Ang 8 Rockwell ay makikita sa Rockwell Center, Makati City. Para sa karagdagang detalye, tumawag sa 723-9253 o mag-email sa info@galleryjoaquin.com.
Usapang sining at kultura para sa lahat. Kasama ang balerina ng bayan, si Lisa Macuja. Art2art.
Kasama pa rin natin ang business editor at certified OPM fan na si Miss Tina Arceo Dumlao. Okay, Tina, Himig at Titik was 4 na taon na labor
Yep.
of love,
Yeah,
no?
That's the way
so
to describe it.
sino ang
Yeah.
publisher ng libro?
Basically, it's me, just me.
Aha.
So, borrowed money from a friend to pay for the printer. That's basically it. Just sold it from the back of my, sold it from my car.
Aha, talagang sariling sikap,
Oo
no?
nga, yeah. And Facebook nakatulong, no? And malaking bagay din, I guess, na yung people, yung mga tao na gusto yung libro, parang they, and then I na-publish siya October, so in time for Christmas. So maraming bumili sa kanya na pinangregalo. And parang I guess when they got the gift, they contact through Facebook, ganyan. So bumili na rin. They went to Inquirer to get the books there. So the poor lobby guard ng Inquirer ay salesman na rin siya.
Okay.
So darating na lang ako doon na may kumuha daw doon sa pile doon. So,
I see.
It was a fun experience na maraming tao talaga na naghahanap ng kaalaman because sabi nila ginagawa daw nila, they listen to the song and then they read the story behind the song. And syempre nakakadagdag yun ng flavor, I guess, or it adds to the experience.
Okay.
So, yun.
Okay, well, kung halimbawa, marami naman nakikinig sa atin ngayon na baka mamaya gusto nilang bumili ng hinig at titik, kailangan ba nilang abangan ng kotse mo?
Medyo wala na siyang laman.
Sa labas ng Inquirer?
Wala na siyang laman eh. So, yun nga,
yung sales force natin of 2, kailangan madagdagan?
Kailangan na nga mag-publish ulit because it's wala na eh. No,
Okay,
it's
sold
really
out
gone.
na?
So, yeah, no more.
Okay.
So, sorry. But
Pero
I'm hoping
pwede bang
to...
itong kopya
that's
i-reserve
yours,
ko na?
that's yours.
Sige,
Yeah. So,
sige. Thank you.
So, yun na nga lang yung aking things to do for the first quarter of this year to get a publisher for the book. Not for anything else, no? Pero para sana, sabi nga nila, hindi naman pwede 1,000 lang na tao. Kasi 1,000 ang pinaprint, no? Hindi naman pwedeng 1,000 lang daw ang makaalam ng mga kwento, na makakilala sa mga tao like Benny Saturno or Aaron Paul, Cecilia Sarcon, Odette Quesada, these people na, you know, lahat ng mga kanta nila alam natin. Yung konting konting appreciation. I think, para sa kanila, aside from hearing their own song, I think a pat on the back by just saying na, uy, kilala kita, it's a big deal for them. So that's my service to them.
Yeah, I mean, sa experience naman sa ballet, ang nakikilala ay yung dancer, no?
Not
Ang
the
yung
choreographer.
choreographer medyo nasa backstage.
I know.
Pero napaka-importante
Exactly.
ng composer.
Yeah.
And syempre, kailangan talaga naman na parangalan natin
Correct.
sila, no? I-recognize
So,
natin.
that's my konting contribution. Kasi, I know they helped me, no? I mean, di ba tayo, when we listen to music, it's either you're happy or you're sad, you're angry. Parang palagi ka merong pinahikinggan eh. And then, so we owe them that moment na maybe nakatulong na ma-inspire ka, ganyan. So yun lang, parang gusto ko lang sabihin sana nga even sa mga generation ngayon, kilalanan nyo naman kung sino yung gumawa ng kanta. It's not just the singer, although malaking bagay sila, no? Interpreter, like a ballerina. You interpret the vision of the choreographer. Same with the song, with the singer and the songwriter. In fact, here, one of the best, isa sa mga pinakamagandang kwento dyan na collaboration will be George Canseco and Basil Valdez. Because silang dalawa, I think, sa lahat ng nandyan, sila yung pinakamaraming kanta na one singer, one composer. So, between the two of them, Basil said they sang 30 songs. And the process of George, ika nga ni Basil, kakaiba. So it's there, yung how, like yun dun sa Ngayon at Kailanman, everybody knows that song. No? So sabi ni Basil, kinakanta niya yung first stanza, habang kinakanta niya, sinusulat yung second. So, that's George for you, no?
Genius talaga.
Yeah, so by the time daw matapos yung kanta, dun lang, habang kinakanta, on the spot.
Yes, on the spot.
Who does that?
Wow. Well, I think does that qualify as yung parang pinaka-memorable mo sa mga interviewees?
Actually, they all, well, as, again, sa 26 years na ako sa journalism, and ang consistent naman sa job na to is that every time you talk to someone, you always leave that interview better than when you came in. So dito, definitely, lahat ng kausap mo, pagkalabas mo nung interview, which will run from between 1 and 3 hours each, depende sa dami ng kwento nila, a much better person, a better appreciation ng mga kanta nila, ng pagkatao nila, ng proseso nila, which is sa akin ang pinaka-importante as a writer myself. Sabi ko, paano kaya nila nagawa yun? No? Kasi yun ang para sa akin malaking misteryo. Paano mo nailagay in 3 stanza an entire feeling, an emotion na I need probably 5,000 characters. No? Sila 3 stanzas lang, 4, 8, 12 lines. Paano nila nagawa yun? May music pa.
Oo nga naman.
So, I was just so amazed at how they were able to do it. So, as for favorites, Ray Valera definitely is up there. George
Canseco.
And pero sa mga nandyan naman, si George lang ang, I mean, hindi ko na nakausap personally because he had passed on. No? Willie Cruz, definitely a really good interview. If only because siya lang yata yung puro English yung interview. Karamihan sa kanila Tagalog. Pepe Smith was also very interesting. Kasi syempre, parang una kong impression kay Pepe, parang he won't be able to talk about his music, but surprisingly and I guess it's parang an indictment on judging people just because of the way they look, no? He was ang ganda-ganda niya magkwento ng mga kanta niya. Mike Hanopol's the same. In fact, I mean, lahat sila magagaling kausap and iba-ibang proseso. Pero syempre, lahat naman tayo may favorite. And of course, Ray will always be up there and Willie.
Okay. So based on your research, your interviews, and your expertise as a business reporter, is OPM a good business to go into? Napoprotektahan ba ang songwriters' rights by PhilSCAP? Is it an effective organization? Maganda ba ang takbo ng ating local music industry?
I wouldn't dare I wouldn't dare give an opinion on how PhilSCAP does its work. Pero let's say as a business na lang music as a business ay hindi na siya kasing lucrative as it used to be in the 1970s kasi una-una na lang I forget now the numbers pero dati para makapag-gold record ka, di ba, to be awarded a gold record,
yes. 50,000.
Parang ganun, 50.
50,000.
Ngayon, parang 5 na lang may gold record ka na.
Talaga?
Ganun ka-konti na lang kasi ang taong bumibili nung record.
Ng CD
physical
like hard.
I'm sure meron na silang ibang paraan ng paano kumita sa music, no? Through streaming, through YouTube, ganyan. Pero definitely, isa sa mga napansin ko sa music of the 1970s, another reason why it is just so nice and so memorable, dahil nga it was lucrative, malaki kita sa music at that time, they can afford to risk, meaning they can, invest in new people, new acts, mga hindi masyadong kilala, ganyan. Pero, tayo nila may talent to, let's see if they can make it. And B, yung production value. In fact, many of them, marami sa kanila nagbibiro nga na dahil nga wala nang kita ngayon, wala nang horn section, wala nang string section, kasi they cannot afford it So ngayon parang 4 na lang, 1 guitar, 1 drums, 1 keyboard machine to do everything. Hindi katulad nung 1970s na it's a real studio. So I guess kung makikinig ka ng mga plaka noon, at saka music today, you could tell the difference. So isa yan sa mga indication ng maliit na lang talaga yung yung, I guess, profit from music. Isa rin dahilan why we rely on revivals, and C, why we also have mga artista na may album ngayon, di ba? I mean, kung wala kang TV show, parang mahirap na makabenta yata ng album ngayon. I'm not sure, no, about the business side, but definitely global trend. It's not as profitable as it used to be.
So where do you see OPM going in the digital age?
Siguro, parang yung tao naman, they will still find a way to look for it. No? Mahanap pa rin naman nila yan eh. O hindi man sa plaka or CD, sa download, sa streaming. There is a way for them to earn from streaming and YouTube. I'm just not sure about yung gaano kalaki yung kikitain nila doon. But ang alam ko, mas maliit talaga siya. So, para sa akin, paano na tayo as Filipinos, how can we support OPM is to watch and buy. Yun lang, dalawang yun.
Oo nga.
Malaking bagay na yun para makatulong sa kanila na gumawa pa ng kanta. Kasi kung bakit sila gagawa kung walang bibili, diba? So,
that's true.
and isa pa, yung sana kung may gig sila or they have a concert, buy naman a ticket. It's not much, I'm sure it costs like a Starbucks coffee. But for them, it gives them parang incentive ba na tuloy lang. It's like, that's why malungkot palagi ako pagka, here in CCP for example, di ba? Parang it's an empty theater. Pero maganda yung palabas, parang nakakalungkot. So, sana invest in your own music, in your own art. There's nobody else, no?
Oo nga naman. Pero maraming salamat,
Thank
Tina.
you also for having me.
Of course, for doing this. I mean, Himig at Titik, it's a tribute to our OPM songwriters na talagang namang, it's about time,
I
no?
know,
Oo,
yeah.
na
Lucky
na
me.
yung labor of love mo talaga ay nakatulong sa maraming
I hope so.
mga OPM songwriters at to the local music industry in general.
Yeah, just pat them on the back.
Speaking of support, I will invite you to Ballet and Ballads with Christian Bautista.
Why
There will
not?
be OPM
Good.
there, yes.
Yeah.
And we are up to date with our Phil's Cup
Great,
juice. So,
okay. They'll be happy to know that, yeah.
so Ballet and Ballads is coming up on February 10
Good
in
luck.
Arceo Theater. I'll see you there.
We shall be there.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Okay, in the second printing, remember,
nga, balitaan kita.
count us in. Yes. Hanggang sa susunod na linggo, samahan ninyo kami ulit dito sa Art2art, kung saan ang usapang sining at kultura ay para sa lahat. Ito po ang inyong balerina ng bayan, Lisa Macuja, nagpupugay sa artistang Pilipinas.